Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
Before you say anything, will you marry me?
Serna Dykman's Welcome really shines a light on how cold and isolated bureaucratic systems can be, especially when it comes to immigration enforcement. It shows the struggles and emotional battles faced by people like Anna, making it easy to empathize with their situation. But while it touches on those human experiences, it doesn't fully provide a sense of hope or redemption, highlighting the downside of only seeing things from a personal perspective. Serna Dykman is a New York-based filmmaker who graduated from NYU's Tisch School of Arts. Serna is a third culture kid, born in Paris and raised between London, Brussels, and New York. Her passion for travel has inspired much of her work. She created the film Welcome in 2005, drawing from her own experience as an immigrant. Though her story might not have gone exactly as the film portrays, she tells a story that highlights the emotional and bureaucratic challenges that educated immigrants often deal with.
Going to the game today?
Ma'am? Ma'am, you can't use your cell phone in here.
The film connects with everyday Americans, immigrants, and immigration policymakers. It encourages viewers to feel more for others and highlights problems with strict immigration systems. The officer's behavior toward Anna is another key element of the film's aesthetic. Even though Anna hasn't done anything wrong, she is met with suspicion and a cold attitude. Their tone comes off as dismissive. Their questions feel rigid, and there's no hint of empathy. The film shows that Anna's mistake is really just getting mixed up with complicated visa rules, and not that she has lied or tried to deceive them in any way. But the officers don't seem to see that. Instead, they treat her like she's another number or a problem to be processed. This cold treatment shows a system more about control than showing compassion. In 2015, immigration was a hot-button issue in the US. The Obama administration faced criticism for their deportation rates and strict visa policies. Rising nationalism and debates over border security created a climate of suspicion, even toward skilled, well-intentioned individuals like Anna. The sterile airport setting echoes this impersonal treatment many immigrants face.
Just go to Brooklyn College. She's fine.
Patel? I'm in a good mood today, so I'm going to make an exception. But the next time you forget your I-20, you will be sent home.
Dykman's message is very clear. Bureaucratic systems often overlook personal stories and the importance of treating people with dignity. In Welcome, Anna's emotional struggle is at the forefront, but the film also shows how her detention affects her boyfriend, who's stuck waiting outside the airport, totally in the dark about what's happening to her. He adds a layer to the story. He's way more than just a background character. He represents the emotional toll that these bureaucratic processes take on loved ones. The sentimental music in his scenes stand out against the cold silence of Anna's confinement, highlighting the emotional gap between those inside and those outside the system. One scene that resonates with me is Anna's detainment in a windowless immigration room. The static shot where she tries to help another Czech woman, but the officer insists on a professional translator because she believed that Anna might lie. Close-ups on Anna's anxious face creates a sense of confinement and emotional detachment. The lack of windows symbolizes the absence of transparency and empathy. Anna is no longer human. She is just a case file. Her humanitarian work in Uganda dismissed, her intentions ignored.
Be kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, hath forgiven you. And be kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another.
The film portrays a humanistic worldview emphasizing emotional experience and personal worth. The film's emphasis on compassion and dignity aligns with a biblical worldview that sees every person as an image bearer of God. Colossians 3:12 calls us to clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Anna's treatment violates these virtues, exposing the moral failure of impersonal systems. The film ultimately serves as a poignant reminder of the moral imperative to treat one another with respect and recognize the profound worth that exists within each individual. However, the film leans heavily on emotional sentiment as its highest authority. A biblical worldview grounds justice not in emotion, but in God's character and truth. As the book Christians in the Visual Arts reminds us, art should not only expose brokenness, but also point towards redemption. Welcome critiques injustice effectively, but it doesn't offer hope or restoration, highlighting the limits of a purely humanistic lens. In conclusion, Welcome delivers a powerful critique of immigration bureaucracy, highlighting the struggles people face in a complicated and often cold system. Serna Dykman's Welcome 2015 offers a sobering portrayal of immigration enforcement, exposing the emotional toll and dehumanizing nature of bureaucratic systems. Through Anna's detainment and the cold treatment she receives, the film critiques how impersonal procedures often overshadow compassion and dignity. While it resonates with biblical values like empathy and respect for human worth, it ultimately reflects a humanistic worldview that lacks redemptive resolution. From a Christian perspective, the absence of hope or restoration underscores the need for art to not only reveal injustice, but also point toward grace and transformation. Ephesians 4:15 reminds us we are called to speak the truth in love, balancing injustice with grace.